Good afternoon. I am Sanjay Seth, the CEO and the Vice President of the GRIA Council. GRIA annually conducts a national level summit at Delhi every year. But we decided that we should not only limit ourselves to the national capital region, but also spread ourselves to the pan India, so that we can reach out to many more stakeholders. So in that process, we have decided from this year onwards that we are going to do regional conclaves. In that series, this is the second of the GRIA conclaves that we are doing. The first one was done in the city of Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh, and the second one we are doing in Hyderabad in Telangana. It is indeed a privilege for us to be in the youngest state in the Union of States, Telangana. And as they create a new state for themselves, there is a huge amount of opportunity for us to partner with the state government so that whatever infrastructure they develop should be on a sustainable pathway, sustainable mode. We had the Honorable Minister for IT, Communications, Infrastructure and Legislative Affairs among the various other portfolios that he holds. We were delighted to have him, and he has asked us to commit to him to partner with the state government for the sustainability aspects in the upcoming infrastructure. We are honored to be associated in this partnership. Very soon I have proposed that we should sign an MOU between the state government and the GRIA Council. And the GRIA Council is actually being developed by the Ministry of New and Renewables of the Government of India and TERI, which is the Energy and Resources Institute. So both these prestigious organizations have created the brand GRIA, and the Honorable Minister was delighted to learn that it is a byproduct of TERI and the Ministry of New and Renewable, and it is also recognized as a national rating system for our country. So in that endeavor, it is also a privilege for both the institutions, TERI and GRIA, to come together, to partner with the state and to work with them in their aspirations to grow on a sustainable pathway. As I said, it is a proud privilege for us. It is an honor for us to be working in the state of Telangana, in the city of Hyderabad. It's such an ancient city, such a lovely city. We are delighted to be here, and let's hope that in the years ahead we are being able to significantly contribute towards sustainable development goals of the state of Telangana. Thank you very much.
There are a lot of changes in Hyderabad while compared to earlier. How do you find?
So, when we talk of development, one of the the benchmarks to evaluate development is how we are developing the infrastructure. So, if you develop the infrastructure not keeping a balance between environment and development, then you are bound to go wrong. And then what emerges is concrete jungles that we normally term as. We should try and avoid that. Infrastructure development is very important. The cities have to grow. In fact, currently about 33% or 34% of our population is living out of urban spaces, and by 2060 we think that it is going to become double. Now in that endeavor there will be many more new cities, and tier 2, tier 3 cities will become megapolises and all of that. So when we do that, it is important that we create an infrastructure which is not at the cost of the environment, right? So that is one. The fabric of the city should be so that it is on a sustainable pathway. We cannot do away with our green vegetation, our water bodies. We should not go around paving every surface. So all of those things have to be kept in mind. We at GRIA look at everything, right from initial planning, site development to the operations, all of those things. So we look at all the three things: initial design, then during construction, and post-construction during operation. we evaluate everything on these three parameters. There is a rating for cities we have in GRIA. It's called the GRIA for cities, and we would like to, kind of evaluate the new cities that are coming up in the state of Telangana using that tool to evaluate sustainability.
In future, what is plans behind this?
So we are planning to, right now if you see, all the ratings are for buildings. There is not, but infrastructure, when we talk of infrastructure, it is beyond buildings. So why don't we have a rating for infrastructure? So we are right now in the process of coming up with a rating for infrastructure. And we are already in discussion with the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. And hopefully very soon we will announce the new rating. And once that happens, then we will be able to leverage on the carbon markets for the funds that we, looking at leveraging the international funds that are available based on the infrastructure rating.